Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of Deponia. Well, goodbye to Deponia actually, so let us continue. So, we have Sergeant Bambi and Private Lottie here. Let's talk to them, since we're on this scene.
Bambina? Lottie? What are you doing here? And why are you dressed as men?
First of all, these are our uniforms. We're now
officers of the resistance!
Officers. Cute.
Moreover, it's Private Lottie to you now, and Sergeant Bambi.
Sergeant Bambi.
Do you hear that, Lottie?
I think Rufus is making fun of us, Sergeant!
I think he's looking for a new set of teeth.
Ladies, please stay calm. Don't get your panties in a knot. That causes chafing.
I need someone who can identify me.
I need someone who can identify me.
You are Rufus!
Yeah, I know that, but Leibold appears to have forgotten. So will you come to the gate with me so he'll finally let me into the camp?
Maybe later. We're on an important mission right now.
Oh yeah, you're painting each other's nails?
Nah. We're giving each other tattoos of our squad insignia.
Unfortunately, we're still missing a suitable design!
What about a little pony? Or adorable kitten paw prints?
Are you trying to tell us we're not tough enough?
Yeah, exactly. I suggested that because I'm a macho male, not because I love adorable kitten paw prints.
If you want to test the toughness of my fists, just let me know.
Can't you take a short break to identify me at the gate?
Not until we find the right design for the squad insignia.
Our squad leader says it will boost our team spirit!
Spirit? I thought you were on duty.
Team spirit, Rufus! Don't you even know what... just forget it.
So you've joined the resistance now, too.
Do you mind?
Of course not, Sergeant. Bambi.
What's so funny about that?
Well, it's funny because you're women. Don't you get it?
Oh, for pity's sake, I always knew you was an idiot. But a sexist idiot?
What? No. It's got nothing to do with sexism. Some things just don't fit together. Women in the resistance. I mean, that's like, putting a sombrero on a wombat.
Ho, ho, ho! Sombrero!
You see, even Lottie finds it funny. And I don't think it's because she's prejudiced against toxicants, right?
Never.
Or wombats.
Oh, I love wombats. They're so... they're useful animals!
Exactly, just like women.
Attention, superior officer is present.
Attention, superior officer present.
Ah! Where?
Behind you!
Naturally, I was referring to myself, you herbal cannon fodder supplement.
Yeah, right.
We're only taking orders from our squad leader!
Yeah, well, I don't care who that is. She's under my command as well. I'm the big chief, after all.
Nice try, Rufus. But we know the general, and you're not him.
The what? The general? Squad leaders? Generals? Have I really been gone that long?
So there's a squad leader who is female, I guess, and then a male general.
Bozo's sick.
Not his milk allergy acting up again. Tell him I'm not gonna hold back his hair this time.
Yeah, that's no fun, for sure. But that's not what I was referring to. I think he's depressed.
Because of the planet's destruction?
No idea. He's totally lethargic, just muttering to himself.
He doesn't have to worry. The new general has a plan.
I have a plan, too.
Huh. In that case, I take it all back. He should be very worried indeed.
I don't want to bother you any longer.
You can't be serious.
All right, I don't have time to bother you any longer.
That's more like it.
It's not that I don't want to bother you, it's just I don't have time for it. So let's see if we use the baby phone on the antenna.
The reception is okay, but I'm absolutely certain on this frequency, all I'll get is some idiotic ham radio operator.
This is the high-security frequency of the Edison Virological Hazardous Waste Eradicator. How can I help you?
I hope this won't happen again. Please excuse me, wrong number. Take care.
Say what? We're supposed to open the container and release the zombie viruses into the air?
What? No, no, abort! Abort!
Password verified. Virus container opened. I hope
What?
you know where to...
What?
Yeah, you have a nice day too.
So, I can't be certain, but I'm fairly inclined to believe that there are several little one-off Easter egg jokes in this game that you can get achievements for that I've missed. That might encourage me to just try to do like a straight walkthrough run where I make sure I do every single achievement with the developer's commentary, do a second run. This game unfortunately is just way too long that I would be willing to do that back to back. In fact, I probably would only be willing to play this a second time after I finished all the other Telltale games I already have, just to keep things fresh and new.
Hands off! The antidepressants are for patients who are not beyond hope.
So, that very well may be something I do unless I beat this game and have all the achievements. Most point-and-click adventure games, you get almost all the achievements. The only other game I can think of where I didn't, just by playing the story, was The Wolf Among Us, and that really is, the reason for that is because most point-and-click adventures are very much a straight chain of events in the story, and you cannot miss any of it unless you just give up in the middle of the game. Let's talk to the therapist.
I'd like a therapy session.
It doesn't work like that. You need a doctor's referral.
Is that really
Okay.
necessary? My family doctor doesn't much like me. The last time I saw him, he locked me up in prison just because I set fire to City Hall.
Then you're in the right place. That much is sure. But first, you need a referral.
Yeah. All right.
And in the meantime, I'll get a larger notepad.
So, Gizmo, yeah. I wonder if he'll come back. Gizmo, the fireman, police officer, and doctor all in one. So we give the therapist the doctor's note to the therapist.
I'd like a therapy session.
It doesn't work like that. You need a doctor's referral.
Is that really necessary? My family doctor doesn't much like me. The last time I saw him, he locked...
Then you're... But first...
Yeah. All right.
And in the meantime, I'll get a larger notepad.
So I don't know if the larger notepad is part of the joke or if I just didn't click here. Let's try this again.
I have a doctor's referral.
May I see it? Everything seems to be in order. Please lie down on the couch.
Well, you sure don't waste any time. You could at least put on some romantic music.
Just lie down, okay?
All right, all right.
All right. First, I would like you to tell me why you're here.
So we have to play this. So I've got this friend.
So, I've got this friend.
A friend. I see. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He just lies around all day, doing nothing.
And, according to you, what should he be doing?
Well, something useful for a change, like saving the world, etc.
Saving the world. Don't you think that's asking a bit much of a single person?
Of course, it's practically impossible, but that didn't stop us before. We had many narrow escapes, but now, of all times, so close to victory, boom, count me out, nothing doing.
Well, I can understand your friend pretty well. He's under enormous pressure and probably scared.
Yes, naturally. That sounds like him. Black beard on the outside, yellow liver on the inside.
And quite rightfully so, don't you think? Save the world. That's a huge responsibility.
He can't split himself in three after all.
Exactly.
Unlike me.
As you say, he... say what?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty down myself when there was only one of me.
Whoa! Let's take this slowly.
Actually, that was mainly because of this stressful resurrection business. And, of course, the fact that I had killed my girlfriend.
I see. One thing at a time. Why, don't you just tell me a little bit about, yourself?
Okay. Let's see. I often have a feeling I don't belong. I'm afraid of transforming into someone I don't want to be. I'm wrecked with guilt. I'm plagued with fears of failure. I could tell you about my childhood. Let's talk about a childhood. A lot of these aren't even true. I don't think Rufus would actually feel any of these things. So let's do childhood.
I could tell you about my childhood.
I'd like that, yes.
My foster father was the mayor in our village. At first he took me along to the city hall, but at some point I wasn't allowed back in because I accidentally declared war on the Shrapnel Coast. After that, I was mostly locked up by myself at home.
You didn't have a key?
No, I was still very young. But then, by the time I turned 4, I learned how to open those handcuffs using the underwire from Grandpa's bra.
I see.
Let's just go with all these.
I often have the feeling that I don't belong.
Belong to what?
You know, everything. Deponia.
So
That's
you
true.
wish you were better integrated.
Jeepers, no. I just want to leave this place. Elysium is where I belong. Unfortunately, getting there is harder than I thought. At least as long as I'm trying to prevent this planet from being blown apart.
I see.
I was dead.
I was dead.
You mean you had a near-death experience?
Doesn't get any nearer.
What was it like?
Like a nightmare at first. Then, I remember a light. And eventually, I met my maker.
Really?
Yes, his name is Hermes. Cool guy, actually. Too bad he had to kill himself over me.
I see.
I don't think you'd ever admit to plague with fears of failure. Let's just go with all of these, I guess.
I'm afraid of transforming into someone I don't want to be. I last saw him yesterday when I brushed my teeth.
In the mirror.
Right.
And what's so terrible about him?
Oh, you know, Goal's ex-fiance is an Elysian. A real sleazebag.
And you feel compelled to take over his role?
Yeah, that's the plan, yes.
And naturally, that makes you feel uncomfortable.
I hate this role.
You are tired of having to pretend.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, I'm impressed. Your use of complex metaphors to describe your inner turmoil is truly remarkable.
Yeah, what complex? But this isn't about metaphors. I'm talking about my evil doppelganger.
I see.
I'm racked with guilt. I think he probably is guilty about killing her.
I'm racked with guilt.
Does that have anything to do with the factor that you, killed your girlfriend? Isn't that what you told me earlier?
Nah, it's fine. I revived her. I'm more worried about her going down the drain. She's only a baby.
I see.
I'm plagued by fears of failure. There's so much left to do, and so little time. Even splitting myself in 3 doesn't seem enough.
But you still seem pretty relaxed to me.
Oh, you thought I was talking about myself. No way. I'm super cool. I was referring to the other two me's.
I'm afraid this is getting a little too cryptic for me. You appear to be under a lot of pressure. Sometimes the best solution is to simply give up. Would that really be the end of the world?
Yes. Are you even listening to me? Let's change the subject, shall we?
Do you feel embarrassed when you disclose all these things about yourself?
No. Why? Quite the opposite.
Well, you should.
Can't you just write me a prescription of some kind? I bet you could and would.
Can't you just write me a prescription of some kind? Oh, really? All this is taking much too long. While we're chewing the fat here, part of me is already halfway to Elysium, while the other part is still roaming the sewers.
Bravo! That was a very figurative and extremely precise piece of self-analysis. You are making enormous progress. The last thing I want to do now is put you on medication.
Rats, rats, rats!
Oh no. I can't click on this. Come on, just give me a few uppers and we're done.
Oh, come on. Just give me a few uppers and we're done.
That is out of the question. First, I need to learn more about your case. Then I will decide whether some kind of drug therapy seems appropriate.
Oh yeah? If you're that keen on seeming appropriate, why are you wearing those pants?
I'm not here to chat with you, actually.
I'm not here just to chat with you, actually.
You're expecting results. That's quite normal. If you have a hard time talking about your problems, we can begin with something else. How about a Rorschach test?
Oh good, let's
What?
do that.
You're gonna lock me up in a shack with a lion?
It's an association game with cards.
Oh, a card game. Fine with me, but don't get your hopes up. I always win at cards because I'm the coolest guy there is. Much more so than my father, for example.
If you say so, let's get started then.
Penis! No, I mean, I'm ready.
So, what do you see in this picture?
Elysium magically enthroned high above Deponia. Elysium taking off towards Utopia. That's me on Elysium together with Goal. I guess any of them seems to be accurate. Let's go with this one though.
That's me on Elysium together with Goal.
And that does not worry you? You know the rumors about the Elysians giving the order to blow up Deponia, right?
Do I know them? I started them.
I see. Perhaps we should proceed with the next picture. What do you see here?
Cute little birdie. I don't see a birdie. A lovely glitter elf. I don't see an elf. Gorgeous butterfly. I don't see a... Well, there kind of is a butterfly here. A lovely glitter elf. Cute little birdie. Let's go with the fake thing, the elf.
Ah, a lovely glitter elf.
You what?
A glitter elf, you know, like in a fairy tale.
I see.
Was that wrong? In that case, I would like to use my lifeline.
This is not about being right or wrong. It's just that most people see something different in this picture.
Most people are idiots. They wouldn't know a glitter elf if it crawled up their butt.
I have no idea
I
what you're
see.
supposed to see in this.
Interesting. Let's look at the next picture.
Kind of a bug.
What do you see here?
That's me saving the world. I see the great hero myself. That's my picture on front page of Man of the Year.
Ah, That's my picture on the front page as Man of the Year.
Please be serious, will you?
Hey, what do you mean? You're the one with the funny glasses.
Right, that's it. If you prefer goofing off instead of giving me some serious answers, then you've come to the wrong person.
But I only told you what I saw.
In that case, you should definitely leave. There is no therapy here for people like you. Maybe you should consult an exorcist instead. And please stay away from me. Far away.
Ding. So, obtain psychotropic drugs for Bozo. We've got the hint now. Obtain your own therapy cards, a cute animal, a hero image, and Elysium. Check Bozo's reaction to the Rorschach test. Go through the therapy using his Rorschach answers. Nice. And then we have Bambi here to find the proper squad emblem to convince Bambina to vouch for Rufus. And we have Lottie here to find the proper squad emblem, convince Lottie to vouch for Rufus. Interesting. So there'll probably be one more character here and a little bit more here, I would assume. Let's talk to Barry. How do I get down there? I guess I just click that.
There's somebody at the door!
I heard it.
Chase him off! I need quiet for the cover story. You know, about that idiot who almost got us all killed.
Yeah, I know.
Psst. Rufus, come in. But please be very quiet, okay?
Doesn't seem like we can do anything with the bell. Let's talk to Barry.
Hey, Barry. Why so sad?
Oh, Rufus, it's terrible. Everyone says you aren't a hero. You're an idiot. They say you brought down the end of the world upon us.
Ah, they're just jealous. I'm totally sweat, and you know it.
I don't know what to think anymore. I haven't been able to get a single shot of your heroic deeds.
What, you just aren't as good a photographer as I am?
If only I had just one photo as proof of your selflessness.
Yeah, that would be great for me. You know what? I'll make you a deal. I'll find the subject for another heroic deed, and you'll get your photo. Agreed?
Oh, that would be so great.
I'll be right back.
Let's grab the printer's ink. Let's
There's
grab
only
the
one
letter case.
single letter in the typecase. A capital Yerk. Isn't this needed?
No. Whatever for? There are hardly any words that contain it, and we already reported on the Satyr Knuckles in our winter special, Mythological Physical Extremities.
Oh yeah, I think Tony had that issue. Whatever for?
The cover story was about centaurs.
Oh yeah, of course, I remember.
Apparently Tony has a thing for centaurs. So we'll use this with this.
If my name were Urkel, I could stamp my initials all over the place now. Too bad.
Finger focus.
Oh, right. I still need a suitable subject for a heroic deed. All these subquests.
Let's try the ink on the paper. So do we have blackened paper with no more paper, I guess, to be used? And this stamp doesn't work.
If my
with
name
this.
were Urkel, I could stamp my initials all over the place now. Too bad.
Let's go talk to the
He
editor-in-chief.
looks grumpy. I better not bother him.
Let's go talk to the rope seller.
Yoo-hoo!
Good day to you, sir. Would you like to buy a rope? We have exactly the right rope for every neck.
What are the financing options?
A man with gallows humor. I like that. But we only accept cash, unless, of course, you're participating in our rebate campaign. With 30 points, you get a toaster with a fixture for the bathtub.
Nah, I don't really know. I think I'll take a look around first.
Of course. Take your time, and don't hesitate to ask if you need any help trying something on.
So, test samples.
Mmm, velvety. It flatters the neck. Mmm, velvety. It flatters.
Advertising sound?
2 ropes for the price of 1. Eleganza, the rope for the fashion-conscious woman. Welcome to Morbid Moe's Rope Barn. Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative.
Therapeutic ropes. Let's talk to him.
And have you found something you like?
Yeah, I'm still browsing.
So, interesting the way that whole system works. That you can walk around either one from that other scene. Even though there are 2 doors here. That certainly makes it faster. So what if we give the York to Sergeant Bambi and say, use that as your symbol? Because why not?
I found the right design for your unit.
And irk? What's that supposed to stand for?
For something irksome.
That's written with an I, like intensive care.
How about this?
I found the right design for your unit.
Huh? That's just a blob.
I think black would look good on you.
Black and blue would look good on you. It would make a nice contrast to your bloody nose.
But I don't have a bloody nose.
Not yet.
Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. Let's play with the antenna.
Just FYI, this time I'm breaking it off on purpose. Well, of course, I mean I'm going to adjust it just a little bit more. Oopsie.
So now we have that with that.
This is so horrible.
Yeah, but such good reception.
So we've created a zombie plague somewhere. Is there something we should put down the storm drain? The antenna down the storm drain?
I worked hard for this, and I'm certainly not going to toss it out the window just like that.
I think the solution is pretty simple. We need to get the burrito, throw the burrito down the storm drain. So we want to get milk from Mama Bozo so we could feed it to Bozo so we could then have him vomit and get out of bed, I believe. If that's what I'm thinking. Let's see what his reaction to this is.
Hey, Bozo, since you canceled your therapy, I thought of an alternative. I can be your therapist.
Rufus.
Come on, it's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna hold up a few flashcards. How hard can it be? Now, what do you see in this picture?
That's just a blob.
Oh, rubbish. That is... Oh, no, you're right. That really is just a blob. Oh, rats. What do the therapist's cards look like again?
So I've got to Do I have to find all those other stamps? Let's use this blackened paper on the piggy bank.
Yeah. It's all right, you old grouch.
Use the blackened paper on the mailman?
I'd love to draw a beard on him. Unfortunately, he's already got one.
No, he doesn't.
Have you read the newspaper lately?
Not outside of junk ball season, no. They come up with the craziest horror stories just to fill their pages. Killer bees, leprosy virus, meteorites, nanorobots, oil shortages, yeah. What's supposed to cause the end of the world this year?
Planetary demolition.
I'd have bet on pandemic. Something with P, anyways.
Let's talk to Mama Bozo.
You know what, Mama Bozo?
What is it, my boy?
When's dinner?
You need to ask Grandpa. He promised to cook if Bozo ever brought home a friend.
You weren't listening. I said I will cook if Bozo ever brings home a girlfriend. Like that's ever gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk later.
You make yourself at home. Meanwhile, I'll dig out some photos from Bozo's ballet lessons.
So we have a mailman who's stuck here. What if we took a finger focus of the mailman?
Help a mail carrier out of a tight spot. That wouldn't even make the classifieds. Saving old people from a burning house would be very heroic, but I kind of like it here. A great sacrifice doesn't automatically make it a heroic deed.
So I'm gonna have to use the finger focus, I think, on everybody.
Yeah, what kind of a heroic deed would that be? There wouldn't even be an explosion. Rufus Hood, the noble thief, take from the poor, give to the rich. Nah, I'll think of something better.
So it looks like we're gonna have to try this finger focus on every single person. Let's see, finger focus on the romper, on the mooks.
Those old fogies aren't getting anything from me. According to the intergenerational contract, they still owe me a complete education, flute lessons, and a clean planet. But I'd be happy to have a sports car instead. I can still hang my things up to dry when all my plans to save the world have gone down the drain.
So it doesn't look like anything here.
I could set a new record for eating burritos, but the time. I needed over a week for my last attempt.
So let's try some things here. Do you have perception?
I can decide later what to take to Elysium with me. A wire cutter wouldn't be bad.
Let's try Sergeant Bambi.
I see two potential damsels in distress, but I don't see any distress. They're no use to me like that. I see two, but I don't.
Same thing if I click on Lottie or Bambi. So we know the mailman's in distress, we just gotta figure out how to. Let's see. Let's try this blackened paper with the therapist office. maybe that's what we need to do.
What do you see in this picture?
A patient turning the tables?
Wrong. Now you're the crazy one.
I don't think you quite understand the point of this test.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy.
Oh my.
Yerk, as in, it would be most yerksome if I can't find a use for this. I think that aura of misery is part of his business. He doesn't need to be rescued. He knows how to save his own neck. He looks grumpy. I better not bother him. He would be the perfect victim. It's a pity I need him to hold the camera.
So we know it's the mailman, we just need to save him. Did we just screw up somehow? And not click this? Like right there. See, finger focus on the
Help a
mailman.
mail carrier out of a tight spot. That wouldn't even make the classifieds.
Well, I guess I can't do that. Let's see, let's try this with the mail carrier.
Don't want to make him cranky. Have you read the newspaper lately?
Not outside of junk ball season, no. They come up with a crazy killer
Okay, we've already done that.
Something with...
You want something with the letter P in there. What if we use the printer's ink on the mooks?
Those old fogies aren't getting anything from me. According to the... But...
Let's see, use the fingers on the
I
firefighter
can
suit.
still hang my things up to dry when all my plans to save the world have gone down the drain.
If I could grab the firefighter suit.
Yeah, okay, one more time. Fire! Fire! I'm on my way! Wee 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 wee.
Oh, look! Mook! Baby Bozo is playing with his cousin David's fireman's uniform.
Nonsense, woman. It's just...
You think so? Well,
I could get another caffeinated lollipop. Is that what we're trying to do here? Is it simply a matter of getting the same thing again?
I'm definitely not going to subject myself to that humiliation again. It was bad enough that I had to repeat kindergarten.
Okay, we can't do the lumper again. We'll try the finger focus on the ninja
I can
outfit.
still hang my things up to dry when all my plans to save the world have gone down the drain.
So it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Unless I put printer's ink down the drain. Let's just try everything down the drain.
I worked hard for this, and I'm certainly...
The York down the drain.
I worked hard, and I'm certain... Can I trade you some interesting knickknacks for a burrito?
The burrito wrap costs 125 glottis. But until I get a new assistant, the deep fryer stays switched off.
You make burritos in the deep fryer?
I don't make any burrito wraps. My assistant does that. And he also knows what the appliances are called.
I bet I have to give this to her and then wrap it. Or maybe I become her assistant and then I wrap the paper and make...
Hi there.
Hello.
Have you found a male assistant in the meantime?
Yeah, but I ate him already.
You're joking, right?
Hey, if you have to explain it, he's not a joke anymore.
Nothing from me right now.
Hey, good choice. We got plenty of that.
Nothing up there. We see these eyes here, but I don't think that is anything. Let's go back and talk to the therapist.
No. I
Jeez,
need
if
another
I
therapy
can't-
session.
If I can't
What?
figure this out,
Again?
I'm going to have to
Fine.
consult the
Let's
cheat
get it
guide
over
again.
with.
Consult the walkthrough. Okay. Let's talk about our
This
friend.
is not really about me. It's about my friend.
Are you quite sure about that? Couldn't it be that this is primarily about you after all? That's nothing to be ashamed of, you know.
Wow, you're good. Everyone else always acts like there's something wrong with that.
Let's try the card game again.
Can we play that card game again?
You mean you want to repeat the Rorschach test? All right. Why not?
This time I'm gonna win. I just know it.
So, what do you see in this picture?
See, if I could use the yurt symbol, maybe I could make this? I don't know. Maybe there's some way you can put that symbol and fold the paper 3-4 ways, and that would do it. So, instead of talking about me, we will just say Elysium taking off towards Utopia.
Elysium taking off towards Utopia.
Well, we've already been through that. Something quite similar, at least. Next picture, then? What do you see here?
This, too, feels very much like I could fold it in half at certain points, at least, and get the yurt symbol. I'll say butterfly.
A gorgeous butterfly.
So you really don't see anything else here?
But that is something completely different.
Yes, true, but no matter. Let's move on. What do you see here?
That's me saving the world.
So you really don't see anything else here?
But that is something completely different.
Yes, true, but no matter. Right, that's it. If you prefer goofing off instead of giving me some serious answers, then you've come to the wrong person.
But I only told you what I saw.
In that case, you should definitely leave. There is no therapy here for people like you.
Maybe it's
you should
the
consult an
fingers.
exorcist instead. And
Maybe it's the
please stay
fingers.
away from me. Far away.
It's like, use this paper with more ink.
Who needs a cheap copy when they have the original? Everybody knows that important can be lost in a copy. If my name were Urkel, too bad. If my name were too bad.
Is it really the question that he's just holding up
What?
different fingers? We'll do it again.
Fine.
Let's pay attention to his fingers when we do the Rorschach test.
Can we play that card game again?
You mean you want to... All right. Why not?
This time I'm gonna...
So he has...
What do you see in this picture?
He's holding 3 fingers, 2, and then 1. So 3.
That's me, on Elysium, together with gold.
Well, we've already been through that. Something quite similar, at least. Next picture, then? What do you see here?
So 2, I guess. It's the same. He's using the same separation of fingers there.
Ah, a lovely glitter elf.
So you really don't see anything else here?
But that is something completely different.
Yes, true, but no matter. Let's move on.
And then 1.
That's me saving the world.
So you really don't see anything else here? No matter. Right, that's it. If you prefer goofing off instead of giving me some serious...
But I
only... In that there is... Make...
So
and please
let's look at that again and see if he holds it any different this time.
What? Again? Fine. Let's get it over with.
So I've even lost a conversation option.
Can we play that card game?
You mean you want to... All right.
This time I'm gonna...
No, he's holding it the same way.
What do you see in this picture?
I'm tired of this game.
Suit yourself. Come back when you're ready to take these sessions seriously.
Let's see. Is there anything else over here to click on? Let's just talk to Barry.
And? Have you found a good subject?
Thousands! But we want it to be extra impressive. These things can't be rushed.
Pixel hunting. We are. Let's see. Let's try this with Barry.
Hey, do you really need that? I'll get in trouble with my boss.
I'd be happy to accept it for a good cause.
Wow, Rufus, you really are the best.
I stole this letter from the typecase of the gods.
Didn't you just take it from that case over there?
Hey, Barry, how are you ever going to write an article about my heroic deeds if you never pay any attention?
Oh, sorry, Rufus.
There's some display merchandise here. We'll try that later.
Hey, do you really need that? I'll get in trouble with my boss.
I'd be happy to accept it for a good cause.
Wow, Rufus, you really are the best.
Yeah, he's sighing as much as I am.
In case you are wondering if the rope will match your outfit, we have the same model in ochre, mauve, eggshell, and my personal favorite, burgundy.
Uh-huh. And that's why I ran all the way up here? Classy. I bet they'd look good on gold.
Should we use the ink on
In
the side?
case you are wondering if the rope will match, we have the...
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Yerk. As in, it would be most?
What if we put this here on
In
the poster?
case you are wondering, we have the...
Uh-huh.
Can this guy fold the paper?
I ask you, do I look like a pawnbroker?
Let's talk to him.
Have you found something you like?
And I'm still browsing.
The rope seller is always smiling. This with this.
This is so horrible.
Yeah, but such good reception.
What have you got there?
Oh, this? That was just lying around somewhere.
And now you carry it around with you?
Yeah, until I've used it. Then it usually dissolves into thin air.
Well, if he wants silence, let's use the baby phone with the
He looks
editor in
grumpy.
chief.
I better not bother him.
We are going in circles here, literally.
This here is my connection to, drum roll, wait for it, to God.
A baby phone?
I didn't hear a symbol.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Antenna fork with
Maybe I could build a platypus net again, but I hate to repeat myself. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Repeating myself. Radio killed the print media star. With this equipment, I bested the erstwhile beast of Kuvak. It screamed and breathed fire, and it smelled repulsively of sulfur as it cried out its name, Tony. That's spelled T-O-N-I. Got it!
But there's nothing over here to do. I've literally got no items here. And unless there's something I am totally missing here, I have no items here. So there's nothing that could be happening on either one of this. This area in particular is pretty large for as little as there is to actually click on. What was that? That came out of nowhere. If there was a phone booth, I could do like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and that's what that sounded like. But I have to find a phone booth. I just like... Oh, there's a bird.
Yoo-hoo! Open up!
Yes?
Enough joking around, Leibold. Let me in.
Do you have someone who can vouch for you?
No, but
Then I can't let you in. Sorry, Mr. Unconfirmed, but possibly Rufus.
oh, outrageous. How does he know my nickname at the Radiation Protection Bureau? Something's moving back there. It's hard for normal eyes to tell what it is, but I can see it's a blurry blob. No doubt about it.
Well, I've got a blurry blob here.
I could easily throw that far, but as long as there's nobody there who can catch as well as I can, it'd be pretty pointless.
So there's like a bird back there. Finger focus on the question.
Hey, there's something moving there. Isn't that... Of course. That's baby Bozo. In great danger. I have to tell Barry about it.
Hey, we finally figured something out. Wow. Talk about just pixel. That literally is probably only 6 pixels big, and you had to find it. Wow. What ridiculous. Just talk to Barry. And yeah, I would have felt no shame going to the walkthrough for
Good
that.
news. I have a subject.
Really? What is it?
Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, dear. That's terribly high.
Stop whining and keep your camera ready, because what I'm about to do, I'm only going to do once, unless the picture isn't any good. We'll do it again.
Alright, so... doesn't look like we can go back down the elevator. We have the support, we have a hook, we have 5 minutes. So, let's see. Blackened paper with the hook.
I'm not really hooked on that idea. Yeah, you know, at home with the bozos, that would have been a real knee slap.
How about the printer's ink?
I'm not really hooked on that idea. Yeah, you know, at home with the bozos, that would have been a real knee slap.
So I imagine if I walk on this, I'm just gonna get spun around. Let's try this.
This is so horrible.
Yeah, but such good reception.
I guess we'll just climb on this. That spins everything around. Doesn't seem like we have anything else to try here, so... Printer's ink, perhaps, on the...
No time for black box testing.
Baby phone on baby bozo. Oh, I can just walk around and pick him up?
Well, does baby bozo want his stupid baby phone back?
Yurt on baby bozo.
I don't think he'll go for that.
Antenna fork on baby bozo.
I don't think he'll go for that.
Antenna fork on the hook.
I'm not really hooked on that idea. Yeah, you know, at home with the bozos, that would have been a real knee slapper.
Got these birds flying. We've got this hook. And got
Hey,
to talk to
close
Barry.
attention.
I'll try. If only I had a head for heights.
Oh man, Barry, you are such a dope.
I have to assume that this is right. Let's see. Baby thing. Let's start here. Use this with this.
This is so horrible.
Yeah, but such good reception. Well, does baby bozo want his stupid baby phone back? Hey!
We climb on the support here. Ah, he's turned around now. So if we walk here, can we grab him?
Hey!
So he's facing the wrong way. Let's now try this again. Because he seems to turn around and walk towards the opposite direction.
Well, does baby Bozo want his stupid baby phone back? Hey!
Well, he's facing this way now. So, try it this way?
Well, does baby Bozo want his stupid baby phone back? Hey!
What happens if we walk here and then we climb on the support? Or what if we do this?
Well, does baby
then climb on
Bozo
the
want his
support?
stupid baby phone back? Hey!
Am I just trying to get him dizzy? Yurt on
Yeah, I should
sport.
build a trap, but I couldn't even catch a cold with this.
Any suggestions here? Okay. Doesn't seem like there is. Blackened paper on baby Bozo. We have the hook here. Let's just grab the hook. See if we can find the hook.
This is probably where the construction workers hang their hats.
Bozo. We have a hook. We have nothing else. I swear I cannot see anything else. These birds don't feel like they're doing anything. Do I need to go back down? Antenna on the hook?
I'm not really, you know, at home with the boat.
Yurt on the hook?
Yeah, you know, at home with.
We've done the baby phone on the hook.
Yeah, you know,
Baby
I should
phone.
build a trap, but I couldn't even catch. He's
Baby
not
phone
supposed to help.
Barry.
He's just supposed to take a picture.
Climb on the support. Spins everything around. So maybe we can convince him to walk and look the other direction, and then we can grab him. Could be that simple.
Well, this baby. Hey!
Right. Now he's looking the other direction. Maybe we can just grab him.
Hey!
Doesn't seem like he ever looks the other direction. On that side,
Hey!
I'm accomplishing anything here.
Well, there's baby boop. Hey!
Seems like he's intentionally turning around to stop something from occurring. Let's see. That turns that way. That turns that way. No, he turns as soon as I click on it. As soon as I click, he turns. So I can't get him turned around that way. It seems like the goal is to do that, but yeah, I'm just missing something totally. I'm definitely missing something, and we've gone long enough. So I will end this episode and look up the walkthrough yet again. Deponia has defeated me yet again. Time for a walkthrough. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.